Hi, I'm Karen, and I want to tell you about our Snuggle Blankie kits. This is something from Fabric Editions. It makes a 30 by 36 inch baby quilt. It features 100% cottons and a polyester plush. There's a color hang tag that's going to give you the specific colors and where they're placed. On the back we have some instructions. We also have our website information. We have a help desk. Help at Ask a Crafter can help you as you're sewing. I want to show you what's in here. One of the first things that you're going to find is this quilting weight cotton. We have this printed in panels. There is a very large piece of flannel, and this is going to be for your backing. Makes it nice and warm and cuddly. We do not suggest that you pre-wash any of these fabrics. What happens is the nap lifts on the cotton flannel, and a lot of these are given for gifts, so you don't want to have it look like it's already been washed, even though for your own baby it's going to be a nice cuddly soft blankie. This is a polyester plush. It has a soft and cuddly nap. It has a little bit of stretch. The babies that are getting to the age where they want to explore love to touch the different textures, and this is one of their favorite fabrics. I'm going to show you a couple of tips and tell you about what you can do to make your cuddly quilt extra special. One of the first things we want you to do is to iron out your cotton fabric. You want to make it nice and smooth so that your cuts are accurate. You're also going to take off the selvage edge. This is the area that in manufacturing might have a few holes in it, and it's woven a little bit tighter. You also can iron your flannel backing. You're going to cut out your squares and try and cut them one at a time. Don't try and stack and layer your fabrics. If you make a mistake on one, you're going to make a mistake on all of them. So we like to ask you to cut your pieces one at a time. If you have room, try to lay out your design before you start. I like to pin all of my pieces together before I start. That way I don't have to keep going back, and I make sure that all my pieces are in a row. When you get to a piece that uses the plush, put in extra pins. This one right here probably has 7 or 8 pins. The first thing I like to do is match the corners. Make sure you pin it well, and then put pins in the center and in between. When I sew with the plush, I like to put the plush side down and run it through the machine. It just seems to handle it a little bit better. Your machine may be set up a little bit differently. Check your tension. Another tip that we like to do here in the studio, especially when we're testing or making quilts for photography, is to make sure that all of our points match. That's really a nice sign that your patchwork was done well. And in order to have them match, sometimes we have to do a little creative sewing. What we like to do is to pin the pieces and just sew for 1 inch from this point to this point. Then we can open up and check that we have a neatly matched seam. If it's not right, it's easy enough to tug out that little thread, match up the intersections, and re-sew it. Once you've finished your patchwork, you're going to sew the backing and the quilt front right sides together. It's a good idea to pin all the way around. This is my Snuggle Blankie quilt. It took a few hours, and I think a little toddler, a small child, is going to love to explore the soft textures, and it's still light. I hope you'll take a look for our Snuggle Blankie quilts. This is a Creative Cuts product at your local Walmart.